So last time we did list create, push back, push front, and the printing of the list. So today we're going to continue with the pop front, which is deleting an element at the beginning of the list. List delete, list size, and list free. Let's start. So pop front, it's going to return a node again. Pop front, pass the node in parameter. So node, and let's say we pass on a null node to the pop front. So it can pop if the node is null, which means there's no element in the list. So if node goes null, then you'll have to do some things here. For example, as printf, printing into the standard stdr, and say the list is empty, right? So else we just delete the first element. So we store the first element in a temporary list we're gonna free later. So node, now node is gonna be equal to node next, and then we free the TMP here, and we return the node. So what I did here is we have 1, if I can type, 2, 3 here. So we're deleting the first elements. So we store the first element into a temp variable. We are now saying that this thing is equal to the next, so it does this, and the one disappears. But the one is still in the memory, so just free the TMP now, and now we got rid of the TMP. Hope that makes sense. Now let's test if it's working. We have to return something. Yes. If the list is null, just return the node as it was passed. So let's test this. So node is equal to pop front node. So right now, as you can see here, we have 19 at the beginning, so we should get rid of the 19. So this is C, I mean that's C. We have to, did I do something wrong? Pop front, if node is equal to node, return the node. And then else TMP node is equal to node next. We free the TMP and return the node. Maybe because I didn't save. Or maybe I didn't print. Let's check this out. Standard error. Let's get rid of the standard error now. Let's just do a regular printf. If you know how you can solve this standard error thing, just tell me in the comments. Yeah, works. I think it was the standard error that was generating something. Oh yeah, I think I returned. Yeah, I think I returned before, which is not correct. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. But I still have something here. Standard error. Let's just ignore this for now and just keep the printf. So the pop front is working. Let's do the list delete. So node delete. We're deleting in the node a value. So int value. So let's keep our analogy. If the node is null, which means we are passing into the function a null node, an empty list, printf the list is empty, because we can delete something in the list if the list is empty, right? Now else. Now else, let's say while we're gonna cycle through the node while node.next different from null, then if node value is equal to the value we want to delete, the value of the node we want to delete, then actually I think we need to keep track of the previous, because we're going to have a problem if the element is not the beginning and inside the list. We actually need the previous value to keep track of the elements, and as we free the current element, we need to point the previous to the next of the current. So I think here we need to create a node which keep tracks of the current instead of how can I say that, instead of doing this with the original node. So let's say let's create, actually no, let's create a node, and also I think what can help us, yeah, the previous, I think I said, and we go to this create. So here, instead of doing node.next, we're doing current.next. Right. So at the end of the iteration, you're gonna do previous, you're gonna be equal to current, and current is gonna be equal to current.next. That's the last part of the while loop. Now if current.value is equal to the value we want to delete, then it means the current is the element we want to delete. So let's store the current now in a temporary value, and then say previous is equal to what? Is equal to the previous dot next. So let's just keep the current element because we deleted. So the previous dot next is going to be equal to current dot next, and then we just free the TMP. I think this is good. Yes, I think this is good. And then no matter what's going on, we're doing this. Previous is going to current, and then current is going to be equal to current dot next. I think this is correct. And what do we return? We need to keep track also of the first element because we're moving this, but we need also the first element in the list, which is node. And then we just return, I think here we can return directly the node. After freeing, we can return if we find the element, which means that our delete function is deleting the first occurrence of the element we want to delete. So we return the first. Hope that makes sense, and hope I get it right. It's this one, and else we return the node. In this case, what's going on? In this case, it's considered as not found, I think. So it returns the same thing. Non-function does not return a value in all controls. What is it saying? I think it's after the while loop, yes. After the while loop, it returns a node, and it means that It means, I think, why is it not working here? Okay, let's keep it like this to see what it is printing first, and then yeah, we have a first if. Oh yeah, I think this is what it is trying to say. Node if, and then inside the while loop, inside the else, return the first. I think that works. Let's try this. Node delete. We're deleting into the node the element 0, for example, or maybe 20, and then we're printing the list again. Let's check. It works. It works. It works. We are deleting 20, and the first 20 is deleted, and we get out of the function and the while loop. So what if we want to delete the first elements? What's going on? Let's try this. So here our first element is 0, so let's try 0. Yeah, I think this is also a case we want to do. So here it is. I think it's skipping the first element. I don't know how. Yeah, I think here we're doing current value is equal to value, and then the previous. If it's the first element we want to delete, the previous here is null, and it points to a random address. So when we do previous.next, it's the random address .next, so it's not correct. So I think we have to handle the case where the first element is the element we want to delete. So if node.value is equal to value, then we store in a temporary value, in a temporary value the element of the node, the first node, and then we doing node is equal to node next, and we free the node. I think that's the correct explanation of this. Let's try again. Now we're getting a random. Oh yeah, we have to return the node. We're getting a seg fault again. What is going on? If the first node value is equal to value, then tmp is equal to node. Now node is equal to node next. Oh yeah, we free a tmp, not a node. That was so. Yes, it works. It works. Cool. Now let's go to list size and list free to end this video. So list size, let's do it here. So list size just gonna return int or size t. No, I think int is better. Int list size. We're passing the node, and then again, if the first node is null, then we just return 0, which means there's no element in the list. Now now we need to cycle through and keep track of the counts. So while node count plus plus, and then we don't need this, and then we return the count at the end. I think this is correct. Int length size. How do you name this? This size, yeah. Size. So right now is 3. So the last one is 3. So it should print 3. It's doing an infinite loop, which is not. Oh yeah, while node I think node next. I don't know if we're modifying the original node here by doing this directly on the node. So let's create the value that is going to store the pointer to this and do this instead. Okay, now it's doing this and then it returns the count at the end. It compiles now, so it means we are on the right track. So %d length, save, gcc a.out. Yeah, it works. That's perfect. Next one is list free, to free the lists. So list free. I don't know if we need a list free. I mean, I don't know. If you want us to refactor this whole code in the next video, just tell me in the comments. And if you have some suggestions, I mean, yeah, some suggestion or mistakes I made in this video, just tell me in the comments and I will just reply. So thank you for watching this and see you next time.